people who maintain a perfect 10 out of 10 diet. Do you think that's possible on the meal plan at UT?
I don't think it is, because if you have certain needs, it can be hard. Like, they don't have the veggie protein every day. So, like, I know being anemic, like, it can be really hard to, like, if I don't have meat protein, I don't have money to buy it, or veggie protein, I mean. There's no other way for me to get, like, iron and stuff unless I'm just eating, like, plates of, like, collard greens and stuff. So if they don't have those, I do have to eat meat, which is usually, like, fried or, like, hamburger, so it's not, like, really healthy options.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see how it would be hard to eat healthy.
Okay, cool. So, cool. Do you ever talk about campus food with anyone?
Yeah, my roommate would get excited. We're like, oh, they have this good food today. And then, she'll go, or we'll talk about, like, if it was good or if it was bad, or, like, what we like there. So usually stuff like that.
Right, cool. So tell me a bit about your roommate first. What do you perceive her nutrition to be? Do you think she's pretty nutritious, or?
Yeah, she doesn't really eat a lot of fried food. She does eat a lot of meat. But that's really, I mean, she's pretty similar to me. Like, her plates usually, like, have all the same vegetables and everything, just, like, more meat on them, so.
Okay, cool. And is that who you usually eat with, if you eat with
Yeah,
someone?
if I were to eat someone, I'd eat with her.
Okay, cool. Question, so, if your roommate had a diet that was different than yours, say if she was unhealthy, constantly eating fried foods, things like that, how do you think that would impact you?
I would probably definitely eat unhealthy, because, like, if a group of my friends says we're all going to cookout, I don't want to be like, oh, I can't eat there, so I'd be most likely to go there where there's, like, no healthy options to eat there.
Yeah.
So if I was surrounded by people that ate bad, I'd probably eat pretty bad.
Right, cool. So what if your roommate was healthier than you?
I don't know if that would affect me or not. I think I would definitely probably, like, feel like I should eat healthier foods when I'm with her. But since I eat by myself a lot of the time, it wouldn't really have an impact.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. So, how do you feel after having conversations with your roommate about food?
Usually pretty good. It's never, like, anything negative. Like, I have had friends who, like, are on these extreme diets that are, like, really unhealthy to eat on. But with her, like, she has healthy eating habits, like, not just, like, nutrition-wise, but, like, not extreme dieting or anything. So, like, usually I feel the same.
Tell me about some of your friends that have done extreme diets.
It's, like, phase diets and, like, I'd say, like, borderline, like, eating disorders, like only liquid diets, or like cutting out almost everything, or like only eating like vegetables with really low calories, like celery and lettuce and stuff like that.
Wow.
So yeah, probably that.
Have you ever had conversations with your friends that have done these diets?
Yeah, I've talked to them, and I've had family members with anorexia, so, like, I've seen, like, how that can affect it, and, like, talking to them about how it's dangerous, but for them, like, it's all, like, physical, so it doesn't matter what you tell them.
Right. So whenever you tell them this is dangerous or raise up a concern, how do they react to that?
They're usually defensive, and they're like, oh, like, it's just for, like, a week or so before, like, any big event, like, trying to look better, and they just don't take it well.
Yeah, how does that make you feel whenever they don't really respond? Great.
I feel bad for them, because to me, like, they're beautiful, and I don't want to see them eating, like, unhealthy, and, you know, treating their body in a bad way, just to look a certain way.
Right. Why do you feel compelled to speak up?
Like I said, I've seen, like, family members, like, fall into, like, eating disorders, and so, like, they might not see that, like, cutting stuff out slowly is, like, dangerous, but I've seen the end result of that, and how, like, you can be in the hospital with that stuff, so, just knowing the end result, I think, is why I'm pushed to, like, say something on the front end before it spirals.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm assuming these are pretty close friends that you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
What if it was someone that you weren't as close to? Do you think you would have the same reaction?
I don't think I would, because it would be like, who am I to, like, talk to them? Like, I don't know, like, how they're dealing with things. Maybe if I saw it, like, really dangerous or, like, looking really unhealthy, I would talk to, like, the mental health counselors at UT or something, just be like, hey, like, I see the student, like, letting somebody know, but, like, direct confrontation, I probably wouldn't do that.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Why don't you think you could do that?
Just because they don't know me and I don't know them personally, so I know if someone came to me and was like, I see what you're eating, I don't think that's, great for you. I'd be like, who are you to tell me that,
Yeah.
So I think getting help from somebody who has the authority to tell them so would be more appropriate.
Okay, awesome. That's all really great. Thank you for disclosing all that. So the next round of questions is going to focus on your family.
Mm-hmm.
So keep that in mind. So first off, tell me about your family.
Oh, it's a hot mess. It's how in depth should I go? Like, I've had every experience you name it, I've had it.
Oh, just tell me about your immediate family.
Yeah.
Who are they? Who would you consider?
Well, my mom is Spanish, my dad's Italian, so food is definitely a big part of family.
Okay.
But my parents are separated. And I have a younger sister, and we're really close, and I'm really close with my mom. We do like fun, well, me and my mom and my sister do fun things together. We like to go camping and like go on trips and travel. There's all sorts of stuff. Like, my mom has mental illness, so, that kind of like changes how I take care of things, and it's more like, me and my sister, like a motherly role to her.
Yeah.
And then my dad is a veteran. He was discharged because he was, injured. And then I think that's about it. I mean.
Okay. No, that's great. So how close are you with your family?
I am pretty close to my mom and my sister. The problem she struggles with can kind of like cause friction between me and my sister and my mom. I'm not very close to my dad because he left our family.
Okay.
But, I mean, I had a loving relationship before, but he had an affair with his vice principal. So, we don't really talk a whole lot right now. I mean, I'm a pretty loving person, so there's still those conversations, but it's like business, like when am I seeing you, like, stuff like that.
Okay, awesome. So speaking particularly about your mom and your sister, how's your communication with them since coming to UT?
It's actually strengthened because, like I said, like being together, there was a lot of friction, like how my mom dealt with like her mental illness was like over control and stuff, so like forcing her to lose that control over me, like I'm able to talk to her now, we don't really fight a lot, like it's loving, we talk every day, so I'd say it's actually gotten better.
Okay, awesome. So you say you talk every day. Is that over the phone or like text?
Over the phone and FaceTime.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, great. So how is the nutrition in your household before coming to college?
It's pretty good. Usually we eat pretty healthy, but when my mom is in like a fragile state at times, like usually it'll be me or my sister cooking, or it will get pretty unhealthy if my mom's having like a specifically like bad period of time because she doesn't feel like cooking, so it's like fast food and stuff like that. But generally in the house we have pretty healthy food when we can afford it.
Okay, awesome. So do you ever talk with your mom or your sister about food and nutrition now?
I have had a history of eating disorder, and my sister also has, so, and along with my mom, so, like always checking on each other and making sure that we're eating healthy and like actually like feeding ourselves is like always an open discussion because, she doesn't want to see us like falling into those habits again, and so it's always like, are you eating? What did you eat? Like, it's a huge thing.
Right. Does it come up pretty frequently?
Oh yeah, like almost at every meal. Like even if you're just not hungry, it's like, why aren't you eating?
Yeah.
Like, stuff like that.
Yeah. How does that support feel?
It's really good to know that somebody cares and like, having that understanding of like how those things happen and like, eating habits and like why people have eating disorders. So like just having a group of people that understand really helps. So.
Okay, awesome. Does it ever get annoying at times?
Yeah, it does because I had those problems like in middle school and like a lot of life things were happening. So a lot of that stuff happens like to a lot of people. So now I haven't had problems with eating in forever, but it's still like if I'm just not hungry, she's like, why aren't you eating? Like this can't happen again. I'm like, it's not, like I'm just not hungry. So
yeah. Okay, awesome. Cool. So how old is your sister? I forgot to ask.
She's 15.
Okay, so I guess she's in high school. Okay, where are you from?
I have moved 12 times. I was born on a